Do you know how many files your employees have uploaded, downloaded, emailed, airdropped, slacked, or shared via Google Drive today? A lot of that data has left your organization, and you don't even know it. Visit code42.com to learn how Insider prevents data exfiltration.
At FedEx, we're making carbon capture research our priority because Earth is our priority. Our goal is to be carbon neutral by 2040. We call it Priority Earth. FedEx, where now meets next.
Now,
Yeah, and I had to wash my face, do all sorts of stuff. So, anywho, good to see all of you. And Deanna, what else do you have to do today?
Today I have, after the training at 2, I have Bastine. At 3, I have Patricia Cardinal. At 4, I have Sabrina Lewis. And in the integrity class.
That's a lot. What time is the first thing?
2.
What's today? Thursday?
Thursday.
All right, with the exception of all we got to do left is the blog. As far as website, blog?
Yes. Blog, and I'm going to create those 2 accounts and get everything sent over to where it needs to go.
All right, well, with the exception of that, take off until 2. Just be a part of the class.
Okay.
All right, let's take off to 2. We tied. All right, so you just take off to 2. Good. Where's Chris? He not here yet? All right, no worries. All right, you got it? You going to take off, or you going to make me work you? Because I will work you.
I'm going to take off.
Okay, because I have no problem.
Good answer. I'm on Family Feud. Good answer. Good answer.
All right. No problem. Working you whatsoever. Good stuff. All right. We grinding, putting all the final touches on the software and stuff. And there is a 11 and a half hour time difference. So typically we're up at 3 in the morning or 4 in the morning or 5 in the morning. It's a blessing when it's at 6 in the morning that we actually count that as a blessing to do some really, really hard work. And it's mentally we did more work by 9 than most people would do all day. Okay, just like the military, Jerome. Just like the military. Exactly. We did a full military day, morning this morning, so she could take off. I'm not taking off. Maybe I will. I don't know how, but she needs to because she's got a lot of stuff to do today. Now, let's review. If you are here, you're a lot of things, and that's good. Whatever you are, it works because you're alive. So clearly you're doing a good job. Even if you think you're doing a bad job, you're still here breathing, right, Lynette? Because you know what I'm saying? All right, as long as you're breathing, you ain't doing that bad. Okay, I mean, it could be worse. You know, you could be out of there, Crystal, but you're here, so we're gonna count it all joy. That's just how I come at it. All right, now we got 4 missions. I won't ask you to repeat them. I will repeat them. We are creating 100,000 millionaires through education and technology. We are assuring that this written down a different way, but I'm doing this in regular vernacular. We are making sure that the worst salespeople on planet Earth can become top income earners, will become top income earners. I'm looking more at a 97-3 ratio instead of a 397. I'll explain. Typically, and let's just use MLM, multi-level marketing, for an example. We are not, but let's just use that because it is completely common and standard, an industry standard. Typically, 3% of the people make money, 97% of the people do not. Anybody familiar with that? Okay, by show of hands, who has joined a network marketing company of any kind? All right, then. And does that feel about right? That 3%? Okay, all right. Just want to make sure that we.
I was going to say, it didn't really feel right. but
Yeah, right. Yeah,
I'm enjoying it. Yeah, I mean,
it felt accurate, just not right. Yeah, yeah, exactly.
that's right.
Exactly. Well, I want to flip that. I want to have 97% make money and 3% don't. Now, can I have 100% people make money? No, no, it's not going to happen. I would love to say that, but somebody ain't going to do something. You understand what I'm saying? So I ain't got nothing to do with that. That's got nothing to do with me. Okay, that's got nothing to do with me. Even if you are a student that only takes education and never recommends us to anybody, you still automatically get the software. I really need you to hear this. Let's use Lynette as an example because she's got some good energy on her this morning. She says, I just want to take the education. That's what you're supposed to do. Good job. Good. And then she says, well, I don't want to do this. That's okay. You're still getting $1,000 worth of software. Really? Yeah. Well, do I get all the perks that they get? Yeah. So you're not going to downgrade me at all? No. So I can use the chat and all that? Yes. I can have the same access as if I'm paying top dollar. I can get the same access for free. Yes. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. Oh, wow. That's pretty cool. I think that's pretty cool. Is that pretty cool to everybody? It's not that we're being nice. It's that we are fulfilling our number 2 mission. Make the worst salesperson. Okay. When you have these missions, they force you to jump a little higher. Okay. They force you. So in fairness, it is just us keeping our word. Now, one day, somebody, Tasha Lynette, sees her doing her thing and says, man, can you let me join too? And then she just says, well, listen, man, here, just go ahead and do that. And then they done used her link to sign up. Now she done accidentally got paid. How many of you have no problem with accidentally getting paid? This is why everyone still gets the opportunity, because I never want you to pass up money, even though you were being a full-time student, properly, prosperily, selfishly focusing on you. Get it? So no matter what you do, if you only focus on you, in which you should be focused on you, you will still get your just due. All right, outstanding. Say a few things, and then I know Abby had a hand up, and I got to get to Chris as well. Now, that's that. Also, number 3 is, or in addition to number 3, we're ending world hunger. Here is what I plan on doing. The more successful. Now, this depends on. So I got everything in serving. Everything is about serving. The more Arshia makes money, is the more those bonuses that go back to you all, and that little extra that goes to the company, the more that comes in too, and the more that goes back to Nikki, back to Arshia, and then also to ending world hunger. Here's what I mean by ending world hunger. I mean, literally, we are going to be sending money and food to people who cannot feed themselves. We're not going through no programs, because we're not. Okay, you gotta, when you got your platform, you gotta make sure you're saying the right stuff. You understand?
Never get to him.
You understand what I'm saying? See, she said it, I didn't, but I agree. You understand? You got to make sure you say the right stuff. We're not. We're going directly to people. If we have to start our own organization just to do it, if I got to get a lawyer to start a whole entity just
Start
to
your
get it
own,
done,
sir.
you understand? Yeah. ATS agriculture. I like it. I like it. Yeah. Farms in our future. Well, you just said something with that. Yeah. Farms in our future. I like it.
You see how dressed up Jerry is?
I see him. He is dressed up. He's got the tuxedo and the six pack.
I told Law somebody giving him a run for his money.
Yeah, definitely. So we're going to do that, and this is happening immediately. Okay, I want all of you to understand this, and I want you to get this as fast as possible. This is not. Oh my God, Law. We're going to mute your mic, man. Come on, mute your mic. Come on, mute your mic.
Yeah, I better stop.
Boy, look at you.
Look at Law, kill him with the shoulders, Law.
Yeah, you're looking like an Apple product. You're just looking like you came out the box all sleek and shiny.
I totally forgot about the show.
Oh, you're looking like a brand new.
Yesterday, look at Law today. Come on,
Yeah.
y'all.
Oh, that's him all day, every day. You're looking like I just ordered some new Apple phones and some headphones, and I pulled them out and the wire is still stiff. You understand? And when I put them in, it's real like, ooh, that's loud. That's what you look like. That's what you look like. That's the good headphones, Grace. You understand? After you have them for a while, they get real low. You be like, huh? Yeah. Good stuff. Looking good. We are going to. This is immediate. It's already being. Oh, here's somebody unmuted. Hey, Fulgore. My buddy Fulgore is on. Good morning. Yes, need y'all to meet Fulgore. I know that guy. Nah, I'm just gonna keep calling him Fulgore because that's his name to me. Now, I need you to get that this is already happening. We're already collecting this. Here's how this works. Every dollar that comes into this company, there are 28 different places that it goes. Okay? 28 different, I think it's 28. How many accounts you open?
It's like between 20 and 23 accounts.
Okay, so it's not 28. It's something like 23. Okay? Whatever it is, it's accounted for. So here's how this works, y'all. It is $1 comes in, and then there's a whole account dedicated to the 50%. Would you like to know why I did that, Arshia? Because you don't want me paying bills out of your money. Help me, somebody. Jerome was like, don't play with my money. That's don't play with my money. I understand, Jerome. You ain't saying that wrong. Sir. You ain't saying that wrong, okay? Now, and it all is allocated. So we don't have to wait, Lynette, 3 years to start ending world hunger. With every single transaction that you all do with this company, you're ending world hunger. So I need you to understand this here. I really need you to understand this here. Every time we serve someone else, we also serve underprivileged people. Okay? All right, good stuff. Go ahead, Jerome.
Antonio.
Yes, sir.
I don't believe that you're emphasizing enough.
Probably not.
To the folks online that 50% comes back to you, but then it's 50% of the 50%, okay, is what's going to come out in residual. So if you're sitting around there playing at that $19.99 level versus that $59.99 level, guess what you're doing? You shooting yourself in the foot. So make sure that you don't do the $19.99, but do the $59.99 and stop playing with your money, people. You ain't emphasizing that enough. Stop playing with your money and get your money. Okay,
I'll tell you what, Jerome. We're going to dub you the great emphasizer right now. And borrow from Steve, United Kingdom. We have dubbed you Sir Emphasizer, okay? That's what you are.
Stop playing with your money.
So you say that every chance you get, sir. It's Sir Jerome, henceforth. Definitely. Listen, let's recap a little bit. Let's say I have no money, and let me say a few things. We got 4 missions. Mission number 1, create 100,000 millionaires. Mission number 2, to make the worst salespeople on planet Earth top income earners. What I want to do is go have a 97-3 ratio. 97% of people making money, 3% of the people not, because, you know, I can't make everybody money. And I'm not even trying to. You know what I'm saying? I'm just looking out for those who want to look out for other people. Yeah, I'm not even trying to. So I make no bones about that. Number 3, we're ending world hunger. That's why I stopped at. I'm coming back to it. And number 4, we're ending student loan debt. I always do that wrong. Student loan debt crisis, which I haven't talked about yet. Okay. Now, let's say a few things that you don't know about. This company is extremely egalitarian. It means big on equal rights. Egalitarian. It's people, you know, it's just it's a $22 word for people should have equal rights. Equality, and I want every one of you to hear me, and don't ever let them lie to you. If this your first time here, God bless you. Abby, you're looking stunning. Let me see you. You might, is that a jacket, girl? Did you come in here looking like Law?
It is a sweater. It is a sweater.
Oh, look at you and your Law. Oh, y'all about to make me take off my jacket and show my muscles. Hold on. I'm on look. His shoulders out. You know, my shoulders too big, Law, for me. I can't. You know what I'm saying? They too big. The muscles too big. These fitted jackets. That's all right. That's all right. I'm gonna get you next time, though. You know, I got tattoos on mine too, so we can. You understand? I want to look like Law. I want to look like I'm one of the models in the Tony Braxton video. That ain't for everybody. Somebody gonna get it though. Somebody gonna.
Where that came from? Tony Braxton video.
You know she be having them sexy dark skinned brothers in her video.
Break my heart and all that.
That's
too.
it.
That's
it.
it.
Yeah.
Well, if you look deep in the corner, you might have seen me.
Oh, what you say? What you say? Yes. All right. There's some things that you don't know about. One of the things that you don't know about is we take care of veterans and we take care of the handicapped. I'm not sure if you know that. So let me bless you. If you are handicapped and handicapped, like for real, handicapped, actual handicap. We will draw a line somewhere, but handicap, okay? I'm not really trying to draw a hard line there because people, especially in the Western world, well, actually the whole world at this point, you're overworked. And since you're overworked, how many know people that just you can't even stand up all day? You know what I'm talking about. All right. You understand what I'm saying? We take care of that. So if you know anyone who has a disability or handicap, let us know. Okay? Let us know. And then there are privileges that they can get for being handicapped in this company. It's not something that we promote, but it is in this company. Okay? All right? Just know that there are people in this organization that are on, let me give you an example. Someone who gets they're on a fixed income. How many times y'all heard somebody say that? They're on a fixed income and they get $978 a month. Now that's real deal numbers. I'm actually talking about a specific person that I'm thinking about. You get $978 a month. Obviously, they got to pay their rent, eat their food, blah, blah, blah. So when you tell them $59.99 a month, that's a little difficult, ain't it? Takes a little faith. Okay. We have people right now in this organization who've paid $59.99. And then once they paid, I waived the rest of their fees. You're not hearing me. You understand? Like right now, okay? Right now, waive the rest of their fees because we take care of handicap, we take care of veterans. I don't know what else to tell you. Okay? If you just let us know if you know someone like that. We're serving people, okay? And your grandmother, we're not building this business off your grandmother's economy. You understand? All right. And I meant what I said too. Please believe that. Go ahead, Law.
Coming from the experience of a fixed income and being legally disabled, that is going to change a lot of lives because it is tough trying to manage a household on a fixed income. And luckily enough, I've worked for most of my life, so I was on the upper end of it. But for some people that's on the lower end, it's tough.
No doubt. No doubt. And what it is called tuition rebates. I'm just telling you what it is. So we got tuition rebates, and me and Deanna get to decide how much we want to rebate them. You understand? You just let us know. And there are some people get. I give you a lifetime tuition rebate if I want to. You understand? It just depends on your situation, case by case basis. It's a situation. However, and there's a line drawn, but it's a movable line. You understand? It's a movable line. I don't want to draw a line. And the reason why, because you got to be careful with handicaps, because there are some serious handicaps, and then the people with diabetes. But then now the insurance companies made you financially handicapped because you got diabetes. Now you can move and walk, but you got to pay this. Y'all know what I'm talking about. You got dialysis this, you got to pay this, medicine costs that, and now you got $5.43 left. Now they done handicapped you by prolonging your death is what they basically doing. You understand what I'm saying? So case, like I say, case by, I don't want to say case by case in a bad way. I mean this in a positive way, that, this is a bunch of grace, a bunch of everything for veterans and handicapped. Yes, ma'am.
Please, I have a question.
Uh-huh.
I tend to have questions.
That's good.
If somebody has MS, would they count?
Absolutely.
Okay.
That we do not discriminate on handicaps. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah. That's why I said just let us know. Absolutely. This is why I want the line to be, it's a movable line. You understand what I'm saying? It's a movable line. We don't discriminate on handicaps. It's not my job to say, well, that's Parkinson's though. That's a bunch of BS. That's a big deal. And if it takes a toll on your family, then we need to talk. You know what I'm saying? It just is what it is. It just is what it is. Whether it be a brain trauma or something, it's why we don't lead with it, because it's too hard. It's too hard to say, hey, this is what it is, because then I had to list stuff out, and then you'll follow that, and then people will look and say, oh, mine's not on there, and I don't want that. You get it? I don't want that. Y'all out, you'll be out there in the field, and you'll be able to know, hey, I think you should talk to the company because they will work with, all right? So I'm keeping it solid and vague at the same time. We will work with you. You understand what I'm saying? What does that mean? It means whatever I want it to mean. All right? I'm not, all right? I'm just telling you, whatever I want it to be. It don't mean nothing but whatever I want it to mean. Just be glad I got good motives, okay? And a soft heart, okay? Be glad there. But we want to do that. And veterans, obviously, that's personal for me because I'm a veteran. I'm not handicapped, but I'm a veteran. And we want to make sure that our veterans can create their own economies. That's what this is about, y'all. This is about creating your own economy. And disabled people should create their own economies. Now, careful, let me talk to some of you about being disabled. Some disabled people are also disabled in prosperity. And let me tell you what I mean. Because the staff knows this, and they call, some people ain't trying to move. Some people want to get paid under the table. I can't do that. I don't know what to tell you. If I pay you, you got to be responsible for you and your Uncle Sam or whatever they call it in other countries. You understand? I ain't got nothing to do with that. That ain't got nothing to do with me. I know a lot of people who want to get paid but don't want to lose their disability. Let me tell y'all something. That is the most poverty thing that you could possibly say. Because if you have an opportunity to just blow out the water that disability, and you saying, I want to hold on to $900 a month, when you could be doing $900 a day, you got a whole different kind of handicap that we can't help. Okay? We can't help that. We must add a learning port for seniors and disabilities to add value, not delusion. I could agree with that. That's not a problem. Agree with that too. Go ahead, Law. That comment came from Justin.
What I was going to add on is I think the way that you pitched it, it was awesome, case by case. The YMCA actually does a similar thing as far as like tuition reimbursement, and that was something that I participated in. And it gave me the opportunity to actually go to the gym, to build relationships again, to get out of my comfort zone, to let go of my disability. And a lot of people do want to hold on to it. I remember when I decided to get a job and start working again, some people just looked at me like I was crazy, like, well, you made it. You ain't got it. You don't have to. I was like, but that's not my mentality. That's not my life. I'm a college educated person. I couldn't work because I wasn't physically able to. So now that I'm able to actually do it, no, I want to go and be in society again. But for some people, it's a ticket. No, you made it. You ain't got to do that for the rest of your life.
You understand. Law was about 100 pounds heavier. He was locked inside for 2 years. What was the name of it? The agoraphobia or something like that?
Yeah, agoraphobia and panic disorder.
Tell them what it is.
Agoraphobia is a fear of crowds, people, places, and situations. So I spent 2 years trapped inside of my mind, inside of my house, unable to actually escape the house because I was so fearful. And then the panic disorder just exacerbates everything. It just, at any moment, I could just fall into a panic attack, which some of you know, it's similar to a heart attack in that sense, where you have deep confusion, palpitations, you can't breathe. It's just an episode that just continuously just goes and goes, and it can happen at any moment.
No doubt. One of the people that y'all, you'll never guess who it is, but one of the people y'all know, love, and is always here. You'll never guess who it is. And in fact, they could be here or not right now. You'll never guess. You just never guess who it is because they look like Law. You'll never guess that they got a handicap. You know what I'm saying? Never guess. When we first talked to them, they couldn't afford us and disability. They've been on a tuition rebate since they've been here. It has made plenty of money. Okay, and you'll never guess it, you'll never know it unless I told you. Okay, so just know that we do this kind of stuff all the time. I wanted to say that because it's in number 3. Well, it's number 3, ending world hunger. And you don't pass up, you don't end world hunger and then have people who are disabled who can't help you do that. Okay, this is very important. I'm stressing this in the most positive way possible. Do not skip some folk that y'all know because they can't, or they have this, or they have that. You don't have to do that. Contact us, and we may be able to help them. I'm talking about, so the way it works, if you don't know, if you never, ever, ever, if you just stay on the freshman level, you can still get all the equipment, all the software, and you can make 50%. Let's just call it commissions every time you recommend somebody, period. What you don't get is the monthly checks. If that makes sense. It would throw the system off whack. I can't pay you monthly if you're not an active student paying monthly. That just makes mathematical sense. Does everybody follow that? I mean, if I did that, there would be no monthly checks left after 6 days, right? I mean, it's just math. It's just pure math. It's got nothing to do with me. It's got nothing to do with my heart. It's just math. It'd be like Social Security now. When Social Security first started, you have 12 people paying into Social Security, 1 person drawing out. Now that we're overworked, now that we live longer, you got 12 people drawing from Social Security, 2 people paying in. This is why they keep trying to end Social Security. Go ahead, Justin.
What I was saying in the chat is to make it a lot easier and to be a lot more authentic. There's a saying I always use is, you don't worry about the RICO till it hits you in the face, right? So we can sit here from behind computers until somebody's at your door, testing your metal, seeing what you're really about. You ain't gonna realize it. So to add value to the seniors, a lot of them are in their own bubble. A lot of people they're in their own bubble, so they're not gonna realize it until they go on TV and say, "Listen, Social Security is broke. Listen, your pension is gone." So we can add value to that by creating a portal for entrepreneurships, businesses, something like Ice Buddy. Like different seniors who are doing different things could lead courses so they feel like they're part of a tribe that's doing something. Your association is your network. So if they're around people and they feel like they're the older or they're the younger, they're going to feel out of place. And they're not going to feel, eager to get injected into business or society of, making passive income. But if there's a portal for them, and there's somebody leading that portal that's doing what they want to do, like an Ice Buddy or anybody on here who's senior or baby boomer who's doing things, and we have a lot of people on the call that are doing it, people are going to be more eager to join. And it's going to be more valuable for them than you speaking it, than Law speaking it, than me speaking it, than anybody else speaking it.
I completely agree.
Because it's not going to hit them until it actually hits them. Like you can talk all day, it ain't going to hit you till you actually hit you. Mm-hmm. It's almost like a delusion. It's like a delusional state of mind, like hunger, or when your mind state is off, you're dehydrated, you don't know your body's. The fear of reality is not a fear of reality because it hasn't hit you yet. Yeah. So eventually, when the economy, it is already gone, but when they show it and they actually show that it's gone, most likely after election, then people are going to be looking for different streams of income. We are that other stream of income, but we have to provide value first for people to safely come aboard and basically help us help themselves, because you can't help them if they don't want to be helped.
Absolutely. And the good thing is most of our people are already baby boomers. Like most of the students or customers here are baby boomers. So that wouldn't be too hard. Just send me a note, Deanna. Just send me a note. Put senior spotlight, and I'll know what to do with that. That'll trigger my memory. I'll know what to do with that right there. Cool. Let me just show you something I just saw online as my man Justin was talking. Right now, there are 2 millionaires outside of me on this call right now. There are maybe 4 to 5 people, 6 figures and above. And I don't know the rest. The rest I haven't confirmed. Okay. I just need you to know. The reason I'm saying that is because you said, your association equals your net worth. I just want to let y'all know you're associating well. Good job. Congratulations. You're doing a good job. You're doing a good job. Good job. Congratulations. Now, I'm going to show you something real quick before I move on. There's something that just happened that I don't even want to qualify. Just give me a second. Let me.
Get more out of summer with more from the Home Depot and 4th of July savings throughout the store and online. Whether you're ready to paint a wall, upgrade an appliance, fire up a new grill, or spread color throughout your garden, the Home Depot can help you match low prices with your high expectations for your next project. Whatever plans you have for your home, you can make this a summer to remember. With the Home Depot, how doers get more done.
It's Macy's July 4th sale with our lowest prices of the season on summer updates for your home, like 20 to 50% off outdoor furniture and the Radley 5-piece sectional Shea sofa, $1,999. And get a free adjustable base or box spring with qualifying mattress purchase. Plus, Macy's Star Rewards members earn on every purchase except gift cards, services, and fees. Sign up today at Macys.com/Star Rewards. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
And I find no coincidence it happened while Justin was talking, because Justin has this energy about him. And here it is. So here's Facebook. Obviously, you can see this. Yes. Richard Kalungwe. This is him. He is in Zambia. Okay. And while Justin was talking, I just saw that. Anybody recognize what's going on here? Somebody, you might can tell me what's going on here.
He has your book.
You got your book.
You got your book.
Okay.
Not
I
only that.
ain't telling them to do this. Right? Okay. I ain't telling them to do this. But I want to show y'all something because there's a story here. There's a book. I like his boots, by the way. There's another book. On the same book, you know what I'm saying? This is him. Just keep paying attention. This is him. Keep paying attention. This just happened, an hour ago. I just saw it while Justin was talking. Pay attention. I have a reason for why I'm saying this here. Now, I didn't even read this. Whatever this says, y'all go ahead and work that out. Now, there's more. This is challenge. We started. And then he's sharing content. Good job. You would think he works for me, right? He does not. Boom. That's him again. He finally got his book. He waited 4 months. He's been waiting for this book since February. It finally got there. It wasn't my fault. Zambia had a COVID. You couldn't get anything in Zambia. Okay, so I ended up sending him the digital copy, or Deanna ended up sending him a digital copy. There was nothing that we can do, and it finally got to him like 6 days ago. Right here, he's telling the story. So on September 18th, early morning, the whole world writes their dates like this, except for America. Early in the morning, he got this here. We've been mentoring him, blah, 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 blah. Now, let me tell you why this is important. Because so you say you started working here. What he's decided to do, he done created his own university. I'm trying to talk to y'all. He done created his own university. He's reteaching all my stuff. He's learning it, then reteaching it, and created his own students. I wish I had somebody hearing that. He is duplicating the model because
That's amazing.
It is amazing.
That's it.
Because I tell y'all to steal from me. There's a whole chapter in the book that says how to steal from me. It literally tells you. Thank you, Nick.
Oh, trust me, I know.
Yes. I literally wrote in this book, hey, if I was you, I would steal from me. Here's how I would do it. And I wrote how I would steal from me and start my own business and do what I'm doing. Literally did that. He's doing it. It's the reason why I'm telling y'all, it's 10% of the reason why I know we're going to go to Zambia next, okay? It's when our next country is going to be Zambia. But can I tell you really why? Let me tell you why. Because we found out that the way Richard takes our classes, he has to drive what we would call in America 30 miles to Wi-Fi.
Mm-hmm.
And then he downloads. He has to tell us when, then we make it all downloadable for him. This is why we changed our software to make it where you can download it, because of Richard. We had to make it, we had to ask him, and we had to, all right, you ready? Then we made it downloadable. He would download all he can on his device storage and then go all the way back off Wi-Fi back to his house where there's no Wi-Fi because he didn't want to run his data plan. I really need y'all to hear me. He did not want to run his data plan. And he took all those courses. He's been doing this since about February. Really, really, really need y'all to hear me. This man drives 30 miles, downloads, then drives 30 miles back, and then takes classes. And that is why I can tell you for sure we're going to Zambia. Go ahead, Jerry.
Does he download on a phone? Is that what he's using? Or?
Yes, sir, on a phone.
Wow, that's limited storage too. That's limited space. We might have to send him an external drive or something he can hook up to double his, so he doesn't have to go as often.
You sure right. I didn't even think about that. Deanna, let's write that down, and I want you to reach out to him today, see what equipment he has, and we will do that today. Thank you, Jerry. I didn't even think about that.
You bet. No, that's a great
that
idea.
was good. That was that was a great idea. Didn't even think about it. That never crossed my mind. Jerry just said something. I'm trying to tell y'all something. I'm trying to tell you, we changing the world, and some people getting it. And you might want to find you a Richard, because Richard has started his whole university. Nikki has started her whole university. Ladita has started her whole university.
I'm about to tell you, I found one. I found a couple.
They not playing, okay? You get you one person, and you fool around, be like, where these 4,000 people came from? And Nikki was like, oh, I went to San Antonio that day. I went to San Antonio. I just figured we just signed up 4,000 people. Shoot. I'm telling you, people like Nikki is not playing. They're not playing. Oh, yeah, I was bored, so I just signed up 100 real quick. I hope you don't mind. They're not playing because it's free and it's a real deal thing.
Please quit highlighting me, sir. Please stop.
I'm just telling you. So Richard really pulls at my heartstrings with his effort, because in fairness, I keep projecting myself on him. It may not be fair, but I know where he's at. I know what I did to get out that trash can. And every time he acts like that, it pulls at my heartstrings. I'm just telling you. I'm just flat out telling you. I did not get out the trash. I did not think my way out that trash can alone. There was some, let me drive 30 miles. I used to steal Wi-Fi. It wasn't stealing. I used to find Wi-Fi. I did my entire bachelor's degree. This is way past the trash can. I did my entire bachelor's degree, could not afford a computer because I was paying for school. My school was $45,000 a semester. I could afford it. I can't pay $45,000 semesters and buy a laptop. You crazy as hell. That ain't what I did. I had my iPhone. It was an iPhone 4. I would write my papers on my notes. No, I actually bought Pages. This is the time Pages cost $9.99 if you're familiar with Apple. I bought that. I would type it there with my fingers like this. Then I would email it. I would email it to somebody, and then they would then format it for me. And then they had my Blackboard. I don't know how much you know about colleges. It's a thing called Blackboard, and they would upload it for me. And I wrote hundreds of papers that way because I wanted to change my life. I'm telling you, I'm dead serious. Thank you. I'm dead serious.
Antonio?
Yes, sir.
This is why everybody on the call, when you say network and people's, whether it's network, income, and balances, that says something, but that means nothing. Because the potential, especially we're in the information age, the potential for everybody in here to surpass anybody is greater now than it's ever been.
Facts.
If you were down and out in 2011 and a millionaire in 2020 because of that information age, if Jeff Bezos was at a couple 100,000 in 2006 and 200 billion in 2020, it's because of the information age. It's the potential and the mindset of the person. The people who accumulated wealth just figured things out and sacrificed a little bit more than the people who gave up before other people did. So everybody in here has the same quality of person. It's just who wants to put in the time, the sacrifice, in the mindset.
Big facts.
It's honor and self-respect and self-dignity, especially being a black man or minority or brown. It's that honor and that knowledge of self, that you stand on your root and you realize that you're worthy of becoming that. The reason why people don't want to get ahead because their mindset has an inferiority complex. They think they're lesser than. So they don't think they're worthy of accumulating wealth. They don't think they're worthy. They'd rather just go work.
He's a millionaire.
Something else. They think, but what I'm saying, net worth, income has nothing to do with it. I can be a millionaire selling coke. I could be a millionaire selling weed. I could be a millionaire selling real estate. I could be a millionaire, selling e-commerce. Millionaire trading stocks. Millionaire selling notes. It doesn't matter how you accumulate the wealth. This is how America was built. But it's the people who think that they can are the ones that actually do it. That's the only shift, is the mindset shift.
Yeah, I hear it.
That's it.
That's facts.
The laws are written for the rich by the rich. It just so happens that the rich before us were of white descent. Point blank. White and black paper. Anybody can do it.
Anybody. It's that simple. Anybody. You got all the tools. And let's say I can't afford nothing. You ain't got to. There's a whole $30,000 level that you get at no charge that grows every single month that will continue to give you that mindset that Justin was just talking about. And then you decide, I want more. And when you do, there you go. It's that simple. We're also cost-based according to where we are. In America, the next level is $19.99. Now, I reserve the right to change it at any time, but I'm just telling you. In India, it's $4.99. In Nigeria, it's $4.99. We are adjusted to cost of living. Let's back up. We're doing 4 things. We are creating 100,000 millionaires. This is what you need to know. You need to press, you need to receive. You just need to know it because it's going to attract the right people. It's going to get you the Nickies and the Patricias. You need to get it, okay? This ain't got, there's 3 continents on this call right now that I'm looking at. Way too many religions for me to even think, and we ain't even getting into the nuances of the religions because that's way too many. Then you got folk who just spiritual all the way through. If you spiritual all the way through and ain't walking in nobody religious organization, go ahead and raise your hand. Come on, let me see you. Let me see you. There's some of y'all in there. All right, you understand? You get what I'm saying? Some of you just flat out spiritual. It's all right. You know what I'm saying? Flat out spiritual. It's all good. I typically, I like to know when everybody try to do. What you doing over there, Justin? Come on, let me go worship with you. What you doing over there, Patricia? Let me worship with you. I like to be all things for all people. You understand, Patricia? I can't be Morpheus. And that was for Jerry. Don't worry about it. I can't be Morpheus and not be talking to people. You understand what I'm saying? I can't do both. I got to do both.
And you're speaking to a religious scholar too. Me, my take on it, I think all of us should be one nation, which is Islam. But I respect every other religion. I just don't like that a lot of people worship religion that was given to us during slavery. But I'm speaking to a scholar so you can accept and appreciate what I'm actually saying.
No doubt. So if you don't know, I took a personal journey because this sounds like me, Jerry. This sounds like me. I asked somebody a question. They ain't want to give me an answer. So when I got adopted into a Christian household. And I got adopted at 14. So I started asking questions. Full go. I had some questions, my man. You understand? I had some questions. And I was told not to ask no questions, Patricia. Have faith. You understand? Then, as I got older, went to the Army, came back 23. And I still had some questions because now I done pulled my trigger a few times. Now I really got some questions. Come on, Jerome. I've been in combat twice. You understand what I'm saying? I really got some questions now. If you thought I had some questions, now I really got some questions because I done went to war twice before I was 22. Now I'm confused. I'm super confused, Jerry. I got some questions. They ain't want to answer my questions. So I joined another church. Or she'll try to give me another question. My man said, well, he took me to Job. But listen, Job had questions. And Job got answers. Job got checked. Don't be afraid of, your check. So I said, you know what? How about, says everybody, this is my thought process. Says everybody lied to me. Let me go to school so I get the truth. Only to go to school to find out they lied to me too. So I figured, I did. Well, let me get my degrees. So if you don't know, let's just say I write commentaries for universities that are in libraries. Okay. So yeah, so I actually am a scholar. I just don't lead with that. But yes, just so you know. We take care of the handicapped. And the student loan crisis, we're gonna do the same thing we're doing, Nikki, with the food. We'll do the same thing with the loans. Same thing. We ain't giving no organization. We're gonna be like, Law, you know who? How much they owe? All right then. It's simple as that. I might randomly just go into a city, pick a zip code or a postal code, depending on where you at, and pay off all those in that area. This ain't no later thing because one of those 23 accounts is designed for that. Go ahead, Jerome.
212-21230.
I know that's right. Let me go ahead and put my name in first, Antonio. You go ahead and every dollar that comes in this company is accounted for. 50% of that goes back to you every month. But then that other, so remember I always say you got bonuses, and then I say there's another 15%. I'm being pretty vague with that. This is what I be talking about. The bonuses can go over to you or to go to college, and the other 15%, because this company has no bills, it is just my way of making sure that I give away $1.5 billion before I die. There it is. Is that fair? I'm not the only person though. And I'm Law, go ahead, because I'm going to say something that's powerful.
I think that's awesome. Every time I hear programs like that, I just tell myself, gosh, should I just wait a little longer? Because I paid off all my student loans before I graduated. It was already in a separate account. So when I finished, I was like, here you go, don't want none of that. But then every time I hear, I was like, gosh, should I have waited?
You and me both, buddy. You and me both. You and me both. No, I really just, what I want to do is change the word. Deanna, can you send me, I sent you a link. It says, for me, for later. I found it. I sent this to Deanna yesterday because I wanted to tell you something. I'm going to end with this here. Before we get there, I got a private message. Hold on, let me read it. Okay. Phil had a seminar at 10, and then Steve's got to do the kids run. Now, before we finish, the final two things is we're launching very soon. By very soon, I mean very soon. Launch week starts October 4th. Yes, it starts October 4th. Doesn't matter when it ends because I reserve the right to change it. It starts October 4th. October 4th, we're going to kick up a lot of dust. My advice to you is to act like Lanita and them now. Because when you give all them Arshias out there, all them Kenners out there, software, you multiply. Listen, y'all, Lynette ain't trying to be broke. Am I wrong, Lynette? Come on, help me out, right? All right, she say, look,
we're not gonna let her be broke. If she on our team, we're not gonna let her be broke.
You understand?
Lynette is on our team. She not gonna be broke.
All right then. And she said, look, I got plenty, but I could use 5 more zeros behind what I got. Am I the right driveway, Lynette? Am I doing good? You want 5 more zeros? She want to be part of 2 comma club. I mean, how much money is that, Grace?
No more, Reverend. That is, you are a millionaire with the 2 commas. Okay,
well, let's go 3 comma club then. Let's go 3 comma club because that's
billionaire.
If y'all knew how much this company was worth, if y'all knew how much that I could cash in right now, but I like control too much. We ain't doing that. I can't be asking no board law. I ain't got it in me, man. I'll be like, look, we're not going to do that. I said we going to do this. This is what it's going to be. Ain't gonna do that because I'm giving away too much to have some bean counters tell me.
That's the real reason.
You understand? You understand? You give it away too much for some bean counters to tell me what to do. You can't give that away, Antonio. You can't just, it's got to be more concrete. What are you going to do for the disabled people? Nah, shut up. I do what I want. Okay? I do what I want. That's what we're going to do. We're going to help people. You got a hangnail. Well, come on. Let me see if I can help you. You understand? Shoot. Anybody got time to play, Patricia? Shoot. Grace is for everybody. We're going to try to work it out. We're going to try to work it out. Now, 3 Comma Club. I like that. Cynthia say 3CC. 3 Comma Club. I like that. All right. I think you done started something. That might be the name of your group. It might be the name of your team, Cynthia. Uh-oh. I see Cynthia team. She said holla. I see Cynthia team filling out a whole stadium. Now, this is where I want to end. I've been saying for years, actually for about, it doesn't matter. The universe is correcting itself. I understand some stuff. I did have something to say to Chris, but don't worry about it, Chris. You just get down here and do some media, and we're going to media it up, okay? Now, I've been saying the universe is correcting itself. I know a few things. It's all good. I'm just, how you say it again? How did Abraham say it, Grace?
Tuned in, tapped in, turned on.
Tuned in, tapped in, turned on. Okay, I just vibrate at the frequency of some stuff that, just one of those weird people. I just kind of see stuff before I'm supposed to see it. You understand what I'm saying? We ain't talking about prophetic now. We ain't talking about all that. I'm just in tune with the universe, with God. I'm just in tune. I'm just vibrating at a different awareness. Therefore, the universe is correcting itself. And I saw an article. So if you think I'm strange, or if you think I'm being different, or if you think I'm one of a kind, I'm not. I'm not. I was telling some people last night in the gaming community, because I'm a big gamer. And I was telling people last night that when they were talking about the Breonna Taylor case, obviously, and I tried to keep my mouth shut because someone was running me hot. You understand? Running me hot. Running me hot. I ain't say nothing. I ain't say the word. And then they said, well, it's going to be a civil war. Then I had to say something. I said, listen, ain't going to be no civil war between black and white. Y'all need to stop all that. Because I typically don't say nothing, Jared. But I had to say something this time. So you need to stop all that. There ain't going to be no black and white. I say black folk is real forgiving. We could have burnt this whole MFA down. We ain't doing none of that, okay? Just chill out with all that. We ain't no race war. That's your media telling you all that. Ain't nobody tripping like that, okay? Just stop shooting. How about that, okay? That's what I said. But I said, if you want to know the next civil war, since you asking, it's going to be the rich and the poor. It ain't going to be between black and white. It's going to be rich and poor. That's who robbing you. Who robbing you is me. I'm just the fool coming back.
Antonio, can I give you 30 seconds before we depart?
Go ahead, my man.
The Breonna Taylor civil case, like you said, they're going to use it to make it a white versus black, but there is a different way to skin the cat. Just go after the officers civilly or personally. But the next war is going to be between the haves and the have-nots.
That's right.
But the only thing is that the wealth is still there. It's just being transferred from one person to the other. The only people that's going to win is going to be the people who are going to put in the time to learn who's making the rules and why they're making them. So while everybody's sitting there protesting, people are getting rich. It just happens that the people are getting rich ain't us. And when the smoke clears, we're going to have to go work for them. And then they're going to say, remember, it was white versus black. Nah, go find a black company to work for. But guess what? They didn't want to support their own. Everybody's not like us. So there's going to be very few black companies to work for.
Listen, they want all y'all slaves to death. Black, white, Jew, Gentile. You understand? They want white baby boomers, black baby boomers. This is a top 1% thing. I just have to be in top 1%. Now Google put my net worth out there. I had to do a little thing to stop it. The net worth don't go on my. I can't cut net worth with a fork while I'm eating steak. You understand? You know, I can't put net worth as butter on my steak or something like that. What I can tell you is the universe is correcting itself. So from Cynthia to Justin, check this out. This is Mackenzie Scott, formerly Mackenzie Bezos. Y'all know who that is? As in, she got half billions. Okay. My man, Jeff Bezos, lost half his income and still the richest man in the world. You know how cold you got to be to do that. All right.
He didn't even flinch.
No. So she just put this on Medium. But check this out, though. She's doing this right now. She said this. I'm giving you the article. She's saying there's no doubt that my white privilege, okay, without making this about race, just giving you this article, plus the systems that are in place got me to where I'm at. There's no doubt. Listen, she said it. Opportunities that flow from mirrored skin color, sexual orientation. She's saying it. Zip code have yielded resources that can be powerful levers for change. It just is what it is. This is her talk. This isn't me talking. I'm not pushing no agenda. But she's giving, then she's saying she's giving away all her 90% of her wealth, I believe. Before she dies, she wants to give away 90% of her wealth. Okay? And this is what she's already given to today. Okay, racial equality, blah, blah, blah. On this list, 91% of, LGBT, all this stuff. She is part of the group that have pledged, and she's actually given links where you can actually go and do. There are a bunch of top 1%ers like me. See, last year I pledged to give the majority of my wealth back to society that helped generate it. Listen to me, y'all, because I'm closing. I'm in the top 1% because I understood the rules that Justin was just trying to tell you. You understand what I'm saying? And people like you helped me generate this wealth. Now I'm giving it back. And I ain't the only one. There's a whole movement out here of people like me. You just happen to know me. You understand? If you don't fit that vibration, it's all right. You're just going to be gently pushed out by law of attraction. Ain't got nothing to do with that. Now listen to me very well. This may be new, but I ain't the only one doing it. You can too. Somebody listening to me will be greater than me. Right now, one of y'all, two of y'all are going to do far better than what I'm doing. And you're going to give back far more. And I'm counting on it. I didn't come here. I came here to be the best of me. I ain't come here to be better than you. I came here to be my highest best. Your highest best may be far greater than I can ever be. I tell Deanna all the time, I poured all my skills into Deanna. So Deanna got all my skills. Deanna, tell them what I tell you all the time. Just want y'all to know.
You tell me that I am twice as good as you because not only do I have my skills, but I also now have your skills too.
That's my job. You understand, Law? She got my full skill set, but here's what she has that I could never have. She's got empathy. I ain't got that. I got emotional intelligence. She got empathy. She can do far greater in this world than I ever can. Because she can walk into a room and know who hurt me. I can't do that. People with empathy, and then she's an extrovert. I'm an introvert. I learned how to be an extrovert. So she can stay around people all day. She'll tell you, I cancel meetings all the time because they be after 3 o'clock. I can't do it. Okay? I can't do it. At 3 o'clock, I'm drained. God dog it, shoot. I'm drained right now. Deanna can do this all day with empathy, and she got all my skill set, all of hers. My final words to y'all is please know that the universe is correcting itself. I get that there's a dominant culture, dominant power, whatever that may be. You ain't lying, bro. He say Marcus Garvey said it best. You ain't lying. I know what you're used to, but I'm telling you that has changed. You can't see the change yet. But those in power, they're not going to stay in power. Every action has an opposite and equal reaction. It's now time for the foolgoers. It's time for the Patricias. You understand what I'm saying? It's time for people like me who come from the hood, get, how many figures is, Grace, how many figures is this number, child?
Which number?
What I'm worth. You remember how much I'm worth?
9.
Okay. Come from the hood and worth 9 figures. Okay? I'm worth 9 figures. And I'm giving 8 of those figures back to the world. That's insane. But that's the new change. That's all I can tell you. Your job is to stay as connected to whoever you know that's here. Because all you got to do is get in the flow of money. So whoever you know is in the flow of money around her, to stay close. Because you're just like a saucer under a cup. Spill out the cup, the saucer gonna catch it. You understand? There's a sacred text that says, my cup runneth over. Well, if you got an empty cup, I got a runneth over cup. You sit your empty cup next to me, and I will fill your cup up, and you can have your head start without the learning curve. Antonio T. Smith Jr. Oh, what'd you say? Go ahead.
This is why I stay closer, because if I keep up with you, I can live off the salsa. Go ahead and say what you're going to say.
You can plant better. You can dominate. Thank you, everybody. Have a good one. I appreciate you. I see you for the esoteric call here in a few hours. All right, y'all. I'm actually going to play my game until the end. Y'all have a good one.
All right. See ya.
Maddie's believes nature is beautiful, majestic, serene. But human nature is inventive, intrepid, reckless. Nature says, look how many colors I can fit in a sunset. Human nature says, look how many hot wings I can fit in my mouth. But human nature needs nature. That's why there's Maddie's all-natural acid and indigestion relief, a drug-free remedy for human nature, available at Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, and Amazon. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease.
Do you know how many files your employees have uploaded, downloaded, emailed, airdropped, slacked, or shared via Google Drive today? A lot of that data has left your organization, and you don't even know it. Visit code42.com to learn how Insider prevents data exfiltration.